What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Ben Whittaker in the news. Ben Whittaker. Bizarre ending to his fight. I actually didn't catch all of the fight, but I did catch some of it. I was running little errands and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The fight came on early here in the United States, so I was running some errands and whatnot. But I did catch like some of his fight, and a lot of people are saying that Ben Whittaker got kind of got exposed and was like looking for a way out. Kind of quit, right? It kind of brought me back to like the last time I can remember, it just right off of the dome. The last time I can remember something like that happening was the Bernard Hopkins versus Chad Dawson, the first fight where Chad Dawson, Bernard Hopkins did some weird, like, okay, I think Chad Dawson like tried to slip under one of Bernard Hopkins. I think it might have been a right hand, and then Bernard Hopkins like kind of jumped on his back a little bit. Then the Chad Dawson kind of threw him to the canvas, and Bernard Hopkins said that he couldn't continue to fight because of his shoulder or whatever the situation may be. And a lot of people were upset because that fight was actually on pay-per-view. But anyways, I listen. Fights like this, like not to end it, but I'm saying like as far as like people saying he got exposed because of the type of fight, because it did look like this dude came to fight, and it looked like he was actually catching Ben Whittaker too, from what I saw. But it doesn't surprise me. A lot of people are kind of like, dang, is Ben Whittaker not as good as we thought? But it's like, bro, truth be told, you cannot name one person that has not been in a fight like this where it goes harder than what's expected. Like every fighter on the planet has that fight where it's like, damn, bro, like this fight is actually, harder than what expected. And majority of the time, it's always against a fighter that you really don't expect to do that well, right? Or like I can think of Floyd Mayweather and Emmanuel Augustus. Emmanuel Augustus was tagging Floyd a little bit, bro. Actually, he was very competitive. To this day, actually, Floyd says that that's his toughest fight. And that man was putting some work on Floyd, bro. A lot of people would say Castillo, because Jose Luis Castillo was actually on the top at that time that Floyd had fought him or whatnot. But, I remember when Miguel Cotto fought Joshua Clottey, nobody was really expecting Clottey to have such a tough outing, which honestly, I believe that's the fight that really got Clottey the Pacquiao fight. Even though Clottey lost by like split decision, excuse me, or I can just think of all fights: Danny Garcia, Mauricio Herrera, Canelo Alvarez, Jose Miguel Cotto, Cotto's younger brother, wobbled, Canelo Alvarez. It's always just the guys that you don't really expect. Well, not always, but most of the time, in most cases. I think in Archie Better Beef, he's one that, what's his name, gave him a tough fight just this weekend. Bivol, a lot of people saying that it was a robbery or whatnot. Like, but all fighters have that fight where it's just like, damn, like Triple G's Sergey Derevyanchenko. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just every fighter has that fight. It was like, damn, bro, like I wasn't expecting him to give you a tough fight, but shit, he gave you one hell of a fight. All that you can handle or whatever. So it is what it is. It doesn't mean that he's not ready for any of that. It just means he was just in a tough fight. But let me go ahead and get into the article so you guys stay tuned. So, shout out to Boxing News 24. It says Ben Whittaker needs to produce X-rays, says Spencer Oliver. Commentator Spencer Oliver says light heavyweight contender Ben Whittaker must show X-rays to prove that he was injured during his fall outside of the ring on the 5th round of his fight against Liam Cameron last Saturday night at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh. Oliver feels that Whittaker got exposed, and many fans believe he flat out quit to avoid getting knocked out by the 33-year-old Cameron. Whittaker, who is 8-0 with 5 knockouts, couldn't continue to fight, which was badly for him when he tumbled out of the ring. He had to be taken out of the arena in a wheelchair. He reportedly suffered an ankle sprain in the fall. The fight had been going badly for the 2020 Olympic silver medalist Whittaker since the 3rd round, when he started getting hit a lot by the heavy-handed Cameron, who is 23-6 with 10 knockouts, who wasn't expected to be competitive. In the 5th round, Whittaker appeared to hold on to Cameron and lean on him It actually was the opposite way, but and leaning on him against the ropes, which sent both fighters tumbling outside of the ring. That was completely fabricated because actually Cameron grabbed him and walked him to the ropes and then like leaned on him when he got on the ropes, and that's what caused him to flip over. Whittaker stayed down and couldn't continue fighting. The match went to the scorecard, scoring it 58-57 Whittaker, 58-57 Cameron, and 58-58. I said we need to see X-rays, said Spencer Oliver to Talk Sports Boxing about wanting to see X-rays of Ben Whittaker's injured ankle. On the surface of it, he could have swallowed. What? On the surface of, maybe that's a UK term, he could have swallowed. He was exposed in many ways on that night. It started going horribly wrong for him, and you thought, where's the technical ability to turn it back around? Ben Whittaker needs to show evidence, the X-rays to show that he is actually has an injury. If he doesn't do that, it's going to be a big jury out. We're talking about him being a superstar. He had everything it took outside of the ring, inside of the ring. Whittaker should have already shown X-rays or produced a doctor note confirming that his ankle confirm his ankle injury, so that fans wouldn't have doubt. Cameron was winning the fight. I thought Ben got away really lightly with the score. He was exposed, and did he swallow it? What is that, a UK term? Like, what the heck? He sort of unraveled really quickly. He got dragged into the dogfight in the 5th round when they were against the ropes. It was like WWE. He pulled him out of the ring and said, Oliver. Obviously, there's going to have to be a rematch because Whittaker can't walk away from this fight without showing that he can beat this guy. All right, so that was that Boxing News 24. But then let me see. It says to ScottSports.com. It says Ben Whittaker, British fighter, suffers. Come on now, I don't need this. Okay. It says Ben Whittaker suffers an ankle sprain after falling out of the ring. British fighter Ben Whittaker suffers an ankle sprain, and will have further assessments on an aggravated neck injury after bizarre conclusion to light heavyweight fight in Rotterdam on Saturday, but where both fighters fell out the ring. Ben Whittaker suffered an ankle sprain and will have further assessment. What? I did not just read that. The fight, Ben Whittaker and Liam Cameron, ended in a draw after both crashed out of the ring. Whittaker left the arena in a wheelchair and was taken to a hospital for scans in his injured leg after he and Cameron got grappled into the ropes and tumbled over the top. Cameron was sprawled on Whittaker as they fell on the outer canvas towards the end of the 5th round, with the latter unable to get out. The bout was abandoned due to accidental injury and declared a technical split draw, with Whittaker winning. I told y'all the scorecards and whatnot. It says his promoter Ben Shalom told Sky Sports following the unprecedented incident that ended the match on Saturday night, Ben Whittaker is undergoing further assessments on his neck as a previous injury was aggravated by the fall. He also experienced an ankle sprain and will begin rehab process as soon as he's get cleared by the doctor and is determined to be back in the ring as soon as possible. The judges would rule the contest a technical split draw, with Cameron calling for the rematch, insisting that he had done enough to win the fight after 5 rounds. I want either a rematch or something better. Ben deserves the rematch, Cameron told TNT after the fight. I think it was a bit hard done by. Maybe that's a UK term too. He's the golden boy here, and I've just ripped the script. Cameron reiterated those calls on Monday with the post social media, which taunted Whittaker's injury. Unfinished business, we need a rematch, he wrote on X. Bring your wheelchair, we can do it in a steel cage if you like. I don't know. I mean, he definitely needs to show some receipts or whatever to at least clear himself. And even then, some people will still say, "Oh, the doctor he can pay a doctor to do that." But you know, it is what it is. I definitely feel like he should, you know, cover his tracks though, show some receipts or whatnot. He did not initiate that fall though. I don't know why they said that, but it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Do you have faith in Ben Whittaker? But what do I know?